In June of 2013, Beta64 went to the Nintendo Experience at Best Buy and got to play E3 demos of Super Mario 3D World, Wind Waker HD, Mario Kart 8, and lastly Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. When Tropical Freeze was released, I noticed several differences between the footage we recorded at the Nintendo Experience and the final game. So on this episode of Beta64, I'm going to talk about the beta of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. The first major difference I noticed in the E3 demo was that the title screen theme changed. The original theme actually became the song that plays in Funky Kong's Flying By shop. The beta title screen also required the player to press the A and B button to start, instead of just the A button, because the demo only supported the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. The demo showcased 4 playable levels: Mangrove Cove, Trunk Twister, Busted Bayou, and Wingding. Sadly, the only video footage we captured was for Mangrove Cove, so let's begin with the level's first difference, the introduction. The intro begins with Donkey Kong crashing into a plane, but when the plane starts to fall, the beta footage differs from the final game. In the beta, the plane hits more branches while falling compared to the final game. After this, Donkey Kong jumps out of the wreckage with a completely different voice. Take a listen. I got the Donkey Kong. The music that plays in the beta version of this level is different as well. It's actually the same song that plays in the final version's Bopopolis level. The HUD is also different in the beta. The final game has a wooden background below the heart counter, while the beta does not. The POW meter and ability is also non-existent in the beta. The coral found at the bottom of the first pool of water looks completely different in the beta, and there's also a lot more of it in comparison. The rock platform you jump on to get out of this water differs as well, as it has more holes in it compared to the final game. And the blue dodo bird in the background is slightly farther than the others in the final. The tutorial pig's speech bubble was changed slightly. In the beta, Donkey Kong's bubble appears on the right side of the pig, while the final game's bubbles appear on the left. The face on the bubble is also larger in the beta. The beta checkpoint pig carries a slightly different flag, one that is green and square, not the final's white triangular version. The beta flag is actually used by the starting pig when Donkey Kong plays a level's time trial in the final game. If Donkey Kong breaks stones in the final, pieces of rocks will break off, but the beta does not have these. Instead, it has red sparks that appear, while the final uses stars. A little farther in the game, you'll find that these 5 bananas in the final were originally a single banana coin. When hitting the turtle here in the final game, it explains how to carry it, but the beta does not show this. Opening the plant after this area, the beta demo will give you a banana bunch instead of a diamond formation of bananas. Donkey Kong then comes across a giant walrus, wearing some very fashionable swimwear. When he is defeated in the beta, the walrus falls off the screen instead of disappearing into a puff of smoke. Many gameplay items in the level were added or removed after the E3 demo was shown. A barrel was added here, this penguin was moved to the top platform without a shield, and some bananas were removed along with this tutorial pig. This is where the beta footage ends. If you want to watch the entire, almost uncut beta footage we recorded at the Nintendo Experience, click the link in the description. So this has been Beta64 with the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze beta. Thanks for watching.